it seems like just the other day when I was chomoka in my job at Safaricom, launching into this world of business and starting GIBÉBÉ. So guess what? Now it's time for me to share with you what my journey has been like. So first of all, how do you know when it's time to leave your job to start a business? So, how do you know when it's time to leave your job to start a business? Wow, isn't this the hardest question? In fact, it's so funny because when I actually made that decision to leave my corporate job and start my business, it's like I became the expert. Everyone I met used to tell me, like, miss you, idea, story, and it's true. All of us struggled with it. I remember actually when I came back from apprentice, I was at a crossroads where I could have actually started my business then, but I chose to go back into employment for a while. Why? It comes down to, do you have enough experience? Do you have enough networks? Have you done your groundwork enough so that you have something solid to build your business on? That's what it is. So those are the questions you need to ask yourself first. Because if some things are not in place, obviously it will be much harder. Now, I'm not ignoring the guys who, even from Campo, straight away you start a business. That's okay. But here I'm talking to the guys who definitely you've been working for a while, you're battling with yourself, you're starting to realize, by the way, much as I've enjoyed what I've done, Biashara, entrepreneurship is more for me. And that's another thing. How exactly do you know the qualities of an entrepreneur? Wow. You're peer top. And some of the basics are you a risk taker? You need to know from day one, entrepreneurship is about taking risks. Nothing is going to be easy for you. Yeah. The other thing you need to know is there are no guarantees. In fact, the one challenge I find is, kuna wale unasema unatoka job because you want self-employment. Atakuwa mkanga 10, there's nothing I'm doing. In fact, there's nothing crazier for me than when I meet people and they think I'm living a good life. Guess what? There's actually more pressure in Biashara because every minute I'm not working is a minute that I'm not going to eat, is a minute that I can't feed my family. So you actually have more pressure because now there's no cover. Hakuna salo. What? So you have to actually do what you need to do. Otherwise, end month, utakuwa na mashida. So the other thing I realized is that there's a lot of fear. And I remember even when it was my time, one of the things, even if I feel meaning it's an experience, we've said the foundation is there. I actually have my networks. I have a big idea, something that I want to do. There was still fear. And you know what? That's what I'm going to talk about next time because there's a big thing. The biggest thing actually that stops us from leaving our job to start a business is fear. So this topic, sisi now we've entered another world, as you can see from the headline, tuko Biashara101. And I really want you guys to engage with me on this because this is something I've noticed many of us are going through. This story of business for our generation is becoming a big deal. So as usual, please reach out to us. The number is there. Email us. Actually, give your comments below. Ask your questions. Challenge us. I want to be able to respond to everything that you're asking and give you all those answers. We're in this together, you guys, Bana. What was you near? The answers are there. Let's just figure it out. As usual, subscribe.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.